Let's get going. Let's do a brief audio and visual check before we start the show tonight. Make sure everything looks good, sounds good. Got a few adjustments here I gotta make. Good enough. Missing the black eye. Yeah, the black eye is gone. Thank goodness. Bruno, video's good, audio's good. How's everybody? Tuesday night, Wednesday's price action. What a wild market. What a wild market and day that it has been. Good evening, everyone. Luke, how we doing? Let's get started. Slow markets. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Slow Markets. I'm Coach Dakota, Coach TBA. As always in the YouTube chat, there's our Topstep risk disclosure. It's not financial advice. It's not a signals class. Everything that we go over is for educational purposes only. You know the drill. Mr. Dakota, is Braden coming tonight? Not tonight, but I'm going to send him an invite here soon. He does trade slow markets at this time, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes he tunes in to slow markets. He was there for fast markets. And, yeah, great trader. Seen him on the leaderboard sometimes. Really good trader. Live trader, not sim, live. Good evening, Mandy. Mandy, I went to Kitchen 88 again, and it was amazing. It was amazing. Went there last night. Crude volatile for this trader. Gold will, okay. Hope. I've been so thirsty all day today. What do we think? What do we think about these markets? This volatility. Let's go through our top-down analysis. Top down. Look at these markets. Start from scratch. Top-down analysis. Get the music going. Get the questions on board. Man, yes, so good. Glad to hear. It's on my normal rotation. Hey, had a hot day. Took her to the best restaurant there in the American Fork, which was that. You recommended it. So let's take a look at this market. Here on the daily chart. What a freaking mess still. What a mess. It was looking like maybe we were going to break out and start a little bit of a decent trend, right? Looks like we was maybe going to break out, start some type of a trend. I really was looking for something like this back here in November, December. And, you know, it's not too out of the possibilities. Looking for a little bit of a follow through here in equities. We didn't really get it as much as I wanted, right? We have a lot of resistance up here at this lower 25,000s, 25,100, 25,200s. Let's take a look at an hourly chart. Seen that gap down, massive sell-off followed by an even more massive rally. Filled this gap and then some. We are basically testing these highs that we put in last week. So Thursday, Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in the area, mostly Thursday, Friday. And you can see we tested it, rejected, sold off, right back down, testing the big round number, 25,000. And we're kind of holding a little bit. I'd like to see this rotate back up and make a higher high. So we're making higher lows. That's a little bit of a good sign here in equities in the Nasdaq. And we're making higher highs. So higher lows and higher highs. Here, I'll clear it up and draw it again. So higher low, question mark, higher low. And so what I would like to see is for this market to, push back up, maybe make a higher high. That's what I am seeing. That's what I'm looking for. I would honestly, we still have this gap from way up here from back in February 25th. There's still that gap. Honestly, if the market could rally, I'd love to see the Nasdaq come up and fill 25,000, maybe make a run towards these upper 400s. there's a lot of resistance there, right? Lots of resistance up in this level. So if we could find some buyers in this market, maybe we could push up to 25,400s, mid to upper 400s. So that's to the long side. To the downside, like I said, we're putting in this nice support line. The downside is if we break through this, there's a level here I would look for as support, which is 24,700s, and kind of just basically this zone, right? I mean, you could have the upper end of this zone, the lower end of this zone, and this is a decent zone where we finished off Friday. We filled the gap here on Monday, and so maybe if we do start to break through this to the downside, we could see the market return to that level. Next, if it does start to get very ugly, obviously next level is going to be 24,400s, where that's the upper end. This is the lower end. So we got some zones to the downside that I would be paying attention to if we do. I'm bullish. Okay, I posted earlier. I did my hashtag slow markets. I bet I'll give everyone a deal. If we get to that 700 light goal, I'll go over that a little more in depth. It involves options, right? We're traders at the end of the day, and I look at technicals, right? I look at technicals at the Qs and also the Nasdaq, very similar. So if we get to the 700 like, I'll review some options. I was up 50,000 today. I'm still have an open position. I took a screenshot, and the screenshot happened to be the freaking high of the day. I said it right in the post. I said, knock on wood, this should have taken profit instead of a screenshot. And sure enough, that was the high of day. And I just it just never fails. Never fails. You get excited about the profit that you're in. You take a screenshot, and then the market just reverses and goes against you. Yeah, what? 50? I know, 50K. 55,000 was my unrealized when we were up here. I think I wasn't watching the market for most of the day, and so I was out to the gym. That's when I took the screenshot. But I'm looking for this consolidation. Maybe we could get a breakout higher. You can see Nasdaq is bumping the session highs tonight. That's cute. Like I said, if you guys want me to talk more about that, you got to get to that 700 light goal. That's what I'm looking for. 5-minute chart. Zoom into the 5-minute chart. And we are finding buyers stepping in. We're at session highs. We keep breaking through session highs. You can see we opened up tonight's price action right around here. We opened it up around basically 25,007 in this zone, in this area. 25,000 is a very big round number. We held this low tonight. This was the last 10 minutes of power hour. We came down, we tried to break below it, 24,950s, rallied, we held it, and now we are up here testing the highs right where we this is 10 minutes after we closed. We did have, correct me, Oracle earnings, right? Oracle earnings came in really well. I mean, it came out very positive, right? I haven't looked at them. It's a software company. Yeah, they're up almost 9% after hours. So Oracle's almost up 9% after hours. Looks pretty good, to be honest. Let's see. I could go through. Somebody throw in the chat the highlights. Somebody who's read through it already. Oh, dang, look at this thing go. There goes the Nasdaq. What's going on? This looks like a headline. This looks like a headline here. Markets are pumping. Let me see. I haven't read through the earnings report. I could try and go through them. I don't know, but I'm all for equity longs. Let's go Nasdaq. It kind of sucks because sometimes you call it out and you miss the boat. You just passed an eval on that Crude short. I'll pull up Crude. I'll see if I can pull up Crude. All right, Oracle earnings. Earnings Earnings per share, $1.69. Financial guidance. Analysts expect Oracle to raise the guidance. Okay, so that is probably why we're rallying so hard. Oracle raised its guidance by a bit. So a top and bottom beat and raising its guidance. That's very positive, right? So Oracle up almost 9% after hours. So very positive earnings for that one. And we're seeing some rally. We're seeing a rally right here. Pop up to these 70s, a bit of a pullback, already back. Let's take a look at gold. What is gold doing? Gold is flatlined. Gold is not doing anything. We are just going sideways here, back and forth around 200. So if we zoom out, let's zoom out and take a look at gold briefly. Gold is in a mess. Gold is an absolute mess. I mean, the only thing I could see here is maybe higher lows. This is ugly price action for gold. I don't even know what to say about it. It's a difficult one. If you're trading gold, hopefully you're able to trade it a lot better than I do. But it looks, I'm trying to find rhyme and reason, right? Just trying to find pattern recognition in this market, and it's not. There's nothing for me on this. I mean, the most recent price action, buyers stepping in at these 170s, 180s. We tried to get up through these 240s, rejected, and we're just kind of flatlining here around 5,200. 5,200 is a big round number. So not liking the way gold is looking. Let's watch the Nasdaq. I want to be a Nasdaq. I'm watching trader. Man, I can't even speak correct. I want to be a Nasdaq trader. I'm watching it. So let's watch it. Let's get the music going. Let's get to the questions. And yeah, that was interesting. Was that a headline? Someone says the latest wave of Iranian missile strikes targeted an air base near Tel. I mean, whatever's going on right now. I want to see the Nasdaq keep going up. All right. So let's get the music going. Got to see if I can turn it on my end. Let's get to some questions, and let's get some hashtag slow markets. Hashtag slow markets. I got a nice shout out from my friend today. He even advertised slow markets. Nice to see that. I have a little bit of an admirer. Shouts out my name, and every once in a while, love to see it. Nasdaq, we had that pop up to these 70s, pull back. We're getting that continuation. Let's see what Crude's doing. Coach Hoop, you saw that? Yeah. Always appreciated. $25,240, last week's high. Well, let's go up there. I'm taking a look and see what Crude's doing. All right, Crude's at $84. Yeah, selling off a little bit, right? We were at what, 88s? We were at $88 a barrel, and we're down to 84. So that could be a reason why we're seeing a nice rally in these equities. Stock markets, maybe a little bit of risk on. Posty official, hey man, you're the most chill guy. I haven't really liked any other show. Hey, that's why I'm here. Here for the vibes. I'm enjoying it, helping traders, trading. Richard Harris, do traders really want to know why you asked me to answer your question? Why you wanted me to answer your question? And then why I put you on timeout? Do traders really want to know that, Richard? What question was that? I can't remember. Long gold at the moment. I'm watching the Nasdaq here. We got the top of the hour in 15 minutes. I'd like to see the Nasdaq keep going up. They asked you? Oh, if they asked you, answer them maybe. The best of your, how you know how to. I believe in you, Richard. Let's see if we can get going. Is this a double top? Is this a double top here? Just looking at these pivots on the 100 tick. I like to see a higher low. Like to see us break through these 70s to the long side. Caught gold ripped up. J North, I don't know. We're talking about a lot of things here in slow markets. I think we're just talking how difficult it is to be a trader. The success rate for being a trader and finding success, it's very low, right? We talk about being a professional sports player. Look at this, Nasdaq going up. And I'm sure the numbers change depending on who you ask. Like, hey, what percentage of people that try trading are successful? It's in the upper 90% failure rate, right? So it's very low single digits on traders who actually find success trading. And it's usually, not usually, it is. It's those that don't give up. There we go. Session highs in the Nasdaq. I like it. Yeah, he said bullish. Hey, I said bullish, but I'm not long on this account. Like I said, 700 likes and I'll go over that big options trade. It's still open. It's still open too. Are swing or scalp more successful? Ooh, that is a question. I'm gonna lean towards swing. That's a pure guess on my end. Yeah, Crude's down to 982. Crude's starting to sell off. We were at 88. We're down to 82. 83, right? We're at $83 a barrel. Those who you trading crude. So we're seeing some selling pressure. Always watch the following morning on 2x speed while listening at normal speed. Okay. You listen to slow markets on 2x speed. The session probably goes twice as fast. You think I'm gonna have to rename slow markets? I've debated that. It's always something going on. Yeah, crude's going nuts. What's a gallon of gas in Chicago? I believe over $4. I haven't paid for gas for a while. DBA markets, DBA concepts. This may be too general, but how do you trade options? That is very general, and I don't think I have enough time just to explain it. But I'm just gonna give a very good example. Very, very basic example about an option, okay? Let's just say I believe whatever this is, let's say Nasdaq is going to be above 25,080. I believe the Nasdaq will be above this price on Friday. I would buy an option for $1. I say I have to pay $5 for it. And I believe that it's going to be above this price on Friday. Well, I would need the Nasdaq to be at 25,085 because I paid $5 for it. That's my profit, and you need it to be above that price. Very simple. It could be very, very in-depth, and my best recommendation, I'm sure there's places online that you can find some education about options. Where do your trading knowledge come from? From trading and studying the past 15 years. Almost, yeah, it's been a while. What does DBA stand for? It's my initials. Diesel's $4.50 a gallon in Colorado. Oof. Hey everyone, I realized I can chat finally. SPX. Nice. Nice. Just got in long. Okay, those who are in a trade already, let's do that hashtag slow markets. If you're in a trade, if you have a nice setup, trader station, go ahead and tag me. Let's get some of those hashtags going while we watch these markets. Not much is going on yet. Gold's going. I don't mind a long on gold. I missed it. I missed the long on gold. If we could break through these 216s. Yeah, damn. Missed that. Crude oil getting hit. Yeah, we see crude selling off. Gold's rallying though. And it's rallying without me, but I've seen some traders catching this trade in gold to the long side. I was playing the range on gold. I mean, that's $14 rally right here. Eval pass. Great work. You missed a short on the NQ. Just gold ran big last night too. I wouldn't mind a long gold. We have the bottom of the hour in about 7 minutes. Let's see where that takes us. Where are you at, Banana Man, for $8.30? I'm not paying $8.30 a gallon for gas. I'm going to join into the long here for gold. I'm going to buy the top. We're going to buy the top in gold. So traders can see me. Everyone talking the smack. Coach Dakota is buying the top. And it's no longer the top, right? Three-bar reversal on the 5 minute. I successfully purchased the top, and it kept going up. Now imagine if you're trying to short this, right? You'd want to short, add to your short here. Does that mean I should add to this long up here? It's hard to do. Locked in 642. Now this is just a quick 1-to-1. See if we get a nice 1-to-1 here. Gold's wildin'. Let's get into these 20s. I want to see these 220s come into play. FOMO? No, this isn't FOMO. This is a breakout trade right here through these 16s. See, rally, pull back, and now we're getting this continuation. FOMO is if I'm getting in up here, I think. Or if I was chasing it. This, pull back. It doesn't look too hot, right? Like, oh, you bought the top. Because if we would have sold off, it looks like you bought the top. I need to see continuation into these 20s. You're trading while your tornadoes are passing by you in Illinois. Stay safe. Dakota, why am I doing slow market so early? Well, I'm doing it 30 minutes early because the community has requested it. And I freed up time. Look at this. There's a nice 1-to-1 risk reward. We will slap the ask and call that dinner. Yeah, there you go. That's not the top anymore. You need more. You need a $150 day, and then you can request 14,000. Nice work. All right, what's the Nasdaq doing during all this? Yes. You love it at this time. Hey, me too. This is beautiful. Nasdaq, just keep going up for me, please. Crude oil selling off. We're at 82.50. Is there headlines? I feel like there's headlines. Is this what's going on? United States crude futures drop as Wall Street Journal reports International Energy Agency proposes largest ever oil release from strategic reserves. Yeah, that's what's going on. That's what's going on. IEA suggests largest ever oil release from strategic reserves. Yeah. So this is why we're seeing a big drop in crude oil. Well, didn't they just fill the reserves up? They made some money on that. They filled it up at pretty cheap. Dump it into these markets at, $80 to $90 a barrel. Making bank. Yeah, crude oil down. I wonder how many insiders shorted crude. Oh, I'm sure there's probably quite a bit. Flood the market with the oil. I need to go through these hashtag slow markets. Okay, tag me in them. I'm gonna go through them. Tag me in them now. Best time to do it. I see some that tuned in later. Right. What is it? What do you ask? You know what? I get this question, like, why do I do hashtag slow markets? It's to give credit to the traders. This is a community. It's not just about me. This is about everybody who tunes in and traders. We're traders, and it feels good. You have a good trade, you share something. It feels nice to see it come up on TopstepTV, right? To show that. So if you want it, like I said, it's there in the YouTube chat. And if we get to the goal, like I said, I'll share my big trade. I'll talk about it. My big options trade that I have going right now. Give a little clue. Here, size is relative. Okay. So I am risking. You want to know the size? I'm risking $180,000 on a single trade. So if we gotta get that like goal, I'll talk about it a little bit more in depth. It's the same setups. Oh, I wish EKS. I wish it was in Intel. I missed that one. I fumbled it. It's the same analysis you see me do here every night. I've had big trades like this relatively often. I had a few back in October, a few back in December. There's probably 1 or 2 trades a month that I take that size. I don't win them all. I'm like 60% win rate. I didn't trade Dakota was doing that well. I knew we were good, but yeah, I've been trading most of my life. Like you'd see online, you see the trading gurus that are selling discords and courses. They're like 22 years old, 19 years old. I was watching some of them like, this kid's 19 years old selling a course. There's no experience there, right? You could be educated. You could be very smart, very book smart. Even I don't have that much experience when you compare myself to like a Hogue, right? Hogue or Eddie or some of those traders who've been around for much longer than I have. I'm very young in this industry. But it drives me nuts when I see someone that's like 22 trying to sell courses and this and that. I'm like, no, this industry. It's like I was talking with Coach Jay. Yeah, mentorship. I'm 25 years old with 2 years experience. Here's my mentorship. I was talking with Coach Jay, and it's like when your neighbor down the street starts talking about gold prices, or your Uber driver starts talking about gold prices, you know the top might be in. Or silver prices, right? Everybody, your brother, sister, family members start talking about silver prices. The top is probably closer to being in. You know, that's the same where I'm looking at these trading influencers. You know, everybody from 19 to 23 years old out there selling mentorships and talking about trading. The top might be in here. Ooh, Jackal. You know what I'm talking about. Like those triple Q vertical call spreads. Is that the case for oil now? Maybe, right? Oil is a little bit different. Zeusy. Dogecoin. Doge. I made his SMT indicator. Oh, did you? We're watching. I want to see it. I want to see this Nasdaq just keep going up. You can talk about it all and more. Taxi driver. The Dow's at 50K though. What expiration? Hey, you guys are asking all these questions, but you have to get to the goal, and I'll talk more about it. Let's watch this Nasdaq. We're kind of in this ranging pattern, right? Higher lows. So I like the 100 tick. And higher highs. Markets are fractal. This is the same price action. You zoom out, right? Look, this is a 5-minute. So kind of the same price action. Markets are fractal, and then you zoom into very small, and it's the same thing. Let's see how it plays out, shall we? Bomb of the hours came and gone. Let's see what the gold's doing. Gold. Hey, I took what I got in gold. Happy with that one. No, it's not Microsoft calls. No, you guys, told you gotta get to the goal. That 700 likes. We got this. Amazon Robots. Robotic fulfillment center in Australia will create more than 1,000 local jobs. Interesting. So you take option levels into consideration at all when trading NQ? No. I just trade pure price action in NQ. I mean, Jack loves to watch option levels. It's valid. It's just too much for me to be watching when I'm trading. Luke, it's in my Insta. Hey, don't give away the sauce. If they're not following me, they don't get the sauce. You liking the music? Crude short? Someone short? Crude? I wouldn't... Technically, I wouldn't mind a pullback here in the Nasdaq, but I don't want to see it. But maybe we do get this breakdown. Let's watch it. We are up 0.3%. Poor trade. No. Crude oil hanging around 83. Let's see what else. Bitcoin's down a little bit. Bitcoin spot just under 70,000. Any other market movers? Not really. We got Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, all slightly positive. Walmart is negative. Oracle's the big one. Just had earnings after the bell. We were up almost 9%. 8.7%. Yeah, Oracle just crushed earnings. Very positive. Wonder if that's gonna help these. I'm sure it would, right? Help equities. Who's the Topstep DJ? I think there's a few behind the scene picking out the songs. They sent me this playlist. Gold longs during slow markets is like being spoon-fed money. Hey, it worked. It worked. All right, okay, Nasdaq. Let's keep going. Let's go and test New York session highs. That's what I want to see. A test of these New York session highs because I'm just bullish. Oh, there you go. EKS. Yeah, Oracle's earnings came out well. Like, earnings have been really well this year, right? Not too many companies. I think earnings for this it'd be fourth quarter earnings have been more positive than negative. We just have the volatility with what's going on with the war and everything. I just want a tiny pullback so you feel like you're getting a deal. We might get that here. So far we caught the move. We caught it. We were involved in this long gold. We got the pullback back down to the entry price. A little bit more of a rally. Let's see how we do. We got some more hashtag slow markets coming out. Head and shoulders on the 100 tick. You'll have to show me. I don't see a head and shoulders on here. Let's just keep going. Don't stop. Let's be up 0.5% tonight. Let's go test these New York session highs. Wake up in the morning and just rally to the moon. How do you know if price will break out of a range? You don't. Right? You never know if or when price will break out. But there are clues. And sometimes it doesn't work 100% of the time. Dakota, do you trade full Asian and London? I do not trade the London. Asian session. The Asian session for me. Just got that push off of 200. I assume it will bounce around most of the day until CPI. Yeah, we got CPI in the morning. So we do have headlines coming out. Seems like these headlines are coming out every hour, right? Lots of headlines. But most recent one is, look, air defense intercepting missiles and drones coming from Iran. But we got CPI tomorrow and Fed speakers. EIA crude oil inventories. I don't even know if that's going to even move crude, right? Is that going to even move crude? I'm not sure. It's going to be interesting. This was a big headline. The largest ever. The IEA proposes largest ever oil release from strategic reserves. That's a big one. Oh yeah, there's the Amazon that you're talking about, right? Yeah, 1,000 local jobs. Kind of not going anywhere now. How do you make millions trading? Well, JJ, the same way you make hundreds. All right? $50 at a time. One tick at a time. Hopefully that helps. It's the same process. Don't let anybody online or elsewhere tell you any different. If you can't make $100 consistently over 1 year, you have no business sizing up. Yeah, it drives me nuts whenever I hear someone that's selling a course or saying that they know what they're doing say that you need to trade bigger, or they mention micros versus minis or this or that. They don't know what they're talking about, or they're still trying to figure it out. You should be happy with just profit of any kind consistently, right? As long as that's the key word, consistently making 10 points a day. Example, right? If you can make 10 points a day on average, because you're going to have some winning, some losing days, but over a period of 1 year, you look back and you say, I average 10 points a day in the Nasdaq. That's golden. That's golden. Because 10 points, it could be $50. It could be $500. It could be $5,000. And there you go. $5,000 a day. Average. 10 points, 10 ticks. Focus on your process. The sooner you're able to do that, I think the better off you'll be. Don't get caught up in any of the hype or the shiny stuff. Brutal honesty, it is. Yeah, 10 points is 10 points. You're 11 for 13 on this XFA. Nice. Up 700 this month. First month with an XFA. Good work, Superior. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. Like this Nasdaq going down. We retrace that. We retrace this rally here. I really do want these markets to settle down. I love volatility, but I like consistent markets more than volatility. Talking about consistency, right? I want consistent markets. This volatility can be insane. Give me the consistent markets. I like volatility. Give me consistency. I'd take half the volatility for more consistency. Get rid of all this headline risk. Let's get some consistent. Thank you, Coach. Honestly inspiring what you do. Appreciate you, JJ. Yeah, I see some of you guys finding the QQQ options I have going on. I see it. Gold pulling back to head up. Maybe we got the top of the hour in about 15 minutes. We're gonna see if that brings in another wave of volatility. Yeah, same. You get married to consistency, not volatility. Flashback to April and 1,000-point swings. Oh, I know. All right, Nasdaq. Let's see if we could find some buyers in the house and push us back up to these session highs. Can we do it? Can we do it? I've got a few hashtag slow markets. There's not a lot of good ones, to be honest. See if we get through these 70s. How much chart time do I aim for every day? No more than 4 hours. I am not trading these markets for no more than 4 hours. About an hour to an hour and a half at night, and then about the same during the day, during the New York session. There's no reason to be in front of these markets for longer than that, in my view, because that leads to over trading, overthinking, overanalyzing. Your mental health, mental capital is very, very important. Heck, I'd even say the less time you spend in front of your charts, the better. Just do it consistently, right? Like an hour a day, 2 hours a day, over a longer period of time, and do it. Same time, same setups, same everything. I think someone spending an hour a day is going to be better than someone that just pushes 8 hours every day. I mean, sure, someone puts 8 hours a day on the charts, they're going to get the chart time, but they're going to wear themselves out. I have I want to share something. See if I can find it. There was a good image I want to share, and this is this is one of my favorite ones. Here, I know you can't see it. This is small. This was important, right? We're talking about consistency versus intensity, right? Someone who's very, very intense tends to burn out mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever, all aspects, right? You find something new like trading, you're excited about it, you want to do it all day, every day, you're super excited. And then after some time, obviously this is just an example, but after some time you get exhausted. And then you try and find something else, or you don't get that same excitement, or whatever it is. But this is a good example of consistency down here at the bottom versus intensity. And so that's why I'm saying you don't need to spend 8 hours a day, because you're going to just wear yourself out, burn yourself out. Rather, 1 hour a day, just little steps. That's why I always tell any of my friends to ask me the questions. I try and tell myself that too, because I'm trying to get better myself in every way I possibly can. Don't lose sight of your goals. It's okay. It's okay that you might not have the time that you have to put all your effort or all the time that you want to in your dreams and your goals. And I think this is me talking to myself as well. But do something. Right? Every single day you get up, you do something. Work on something to improve yourself. That was me going through college, having a job. I'm like, I don't have time. I'm always too busy to do what I always dreamed of doing. And then you almost have to just make time, right? Make time. Even if it's 30 minutes or an hour a day that you just dedicate to trading. Dedicate to whatever you do, whatever you love, and that will slowly start to build up. That's what helped me. It's helped me a lot. It's helped me in boxing too, and just staying healthy, eating healthy, in my trading. Because trust me, I absolutely love trading, and I was one that was like, I don't want to leave the charts. I'm sitting here on my computer desk. And I love trading. I just want to sit here for 12 hours a day. And that was doing more harm than good. Yeah, Joseph, it is, right? If you spend 12 hours a day in front of the charts, it's mentally draining. And you feel like crap, because then you're not really moving. Your body is not, you're sedentary. You have that, you don't feel good physically. All right, here's a little bit of a sell-off in the Nasdaq. I'm gonna play both sides of this. I'm gonna be non-biased. I am short the Nasdaq. I am short the Nasdaq. Let's take a look at gold. Gold continue to rally there. Gold pushing session highs. Yeah, it messes with your sleep too. It's all about that, right? Balanced lifestyle. Hey, eat good, feel good, look good, trade good. If you take care of yourself, take care of everything in your life, you see that stuff start to trickle into your trading. Cheap short back to view up. Yeah, I'm trying, you know, that's what it is. Not keeping a strong bias, even though I'm biased long because I have a long position. There's a lot of selling pressure in this zone, and we're struggling right there. So I don't mind putting on a little bit of risk. See if we could have a nice breakdown. Maybe come down and test these 30s, maybe 20s. Yeah, message. Hey, that's why I wear a Whoop. Keep track of my sleep. Don't realize how bad my sleep schedule is messed up in trading. Because, I mean, we have it on our phones, right? Wake up, middle of the night, you check the markets, can't sleep. See, crude oil, still hanging out at 83. The rest of these markets are pretty quiet. How do I keep talking like this? It's like hanging out with friends. So talking for an hour and a half is hard. That's why I have this water. See, now look, I look silly now, right? Because I sold the low. I sold the lows right here. Why am I going live at 7 p.m. and not 7:30? Well, we had the community vote, and the community wanted me to start 30 minutes early. I'm able to capture a little bit more volatility, and then daylight savings time, it adjusts for a little bit of everything. So I'm starting at 7 p.m. Central going forward. Shorts A1. I don't think I understand your question. Dakota, appreciate you. Dakota, do y'all? Yeah, we TopstepTV is always bringing on guests. Any advice, videos to learn price action? There's a lot of content out there. For anybody who's new into trading, I highly recommend don't fall for paying for education. You don't need to pay for education. There's so much free content online that you could learn a lot. This is a hot take in the internet right now, because there's so many affiliates and so many people selling courses. This is like against them, right? When I say you don't need to buy a course to find success in the markets, because there's so much out there for free. The battle is in your own head. Okay, I'm gonna bail on this one. I'm gonna bail. I'll get back in if we do get back down and break through these 50s. Yeah, Charles Williams, right here, right? Topstep we have a lot of great resources. The course, you don't have to pay a penny for it. You don't even have to be in a combine to tune in to like slow markets. I'm sitting here answering questions, hopefully demonstrating trading that hopefully helps you, and you don't have to pay anything for it. You know, I'm not selling a course. We have some amazing coaches, right? Coach Jay, Coach Paul, right into the Discord. Lots of coaches. That's the key, right? Take the time. Do your own due diligence, learn, save money by not paying for Discords or lessons. And then maybe after a few months, you kind of figure out what you like, what you don't like, and go from there. I will say, I have never paid for a course. I've never paid for a course, an educational course. No. Everything that's out there has been around for years. Now, I don't know about algorithms or any of that. But yeah, come on, guys. Step it up. Step it up with those hashtag slow markets. We got some. Couple ones I can't show. I can't show some of them. They have to be appropriate. Lumper says, I was in a signals group, wasted $1,300. I don't like signals groups. Nah. Do you think that would be really? This is what I always did not understand. Is there really a signals group? Like, is this person really going to be selling signals if they're profit? I don't know. I have a time with that. Ooh, look at this name drop out here. Didn't you study with Sean Lucas from Apiary? I did. About 2 years. I worked very closely with him. Trading, scalping, and the primary market, you know what it was? Crude oil and Forex. Crude oil and Forex, if you remember that. Short gold to the VWAP. You're in a short. Is the reverse fire? Your intensity is reverse fire. All right, top of the hour coming in 3 minutes. How long did I do Forex? About 5 years. Read books. Yep, reading books on trading, and it helped a lot. Hey, everyone learns differently. Everybody learns differently. Learn by doing, learn by reading, visuals, so many different ways to learn. To me, you can't replace live markets. It's so hard to replay. Like, sure, you could replay historical data. It's so hard to replace the live markets. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see if we could get through this price action. This is a flagging pattern. Very neutral. Very neutral. Even though we rallied up. Question is, do we break to the long side or we have a pullback back down? I don't mind either. Obviously, I have an interest in long, holding in a longer position in the personal account, but I cannot let that affect my day trades, right? Even though I have a swing trade that I'm looking for these equities to rally, I'm not going to let that affect my trades here, right? You just seen I was in a short. Tried to take a little short scalp to the downside. Been a while. My hair looks different. I mean, I got a haircut like a week ago. Hey, Dakota, when did you start feeling like detaching from the desk through the day became natural? As soon as I stopped caring, right? As soon as I stopped caring, like when you trade smaller size, you start to care less, right? Like you detach away from what the markets are doing. It's a lot harder to step away from your desk if you have a position on at all times, right? If you have a big position on, oh, you don't want to step away from your computer desk. So risk management has helped a lot. What do you mean CME is hedging? I think pull back and the hold around 25.015. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Here we go. Top of the hour. Seeing a spike in volume. Buyers trying to step in. How do you make mini with small sizes though? I mean, you just watched it, right? Who would not be happy with an extra $50? It's not about just making money right now. It's about developing a process and then scaling it. I'm gonna be honest. You guys want the truth, the ugly truth? Most traders in the prop firm should not be worried about making money right now. Most traders in a prop account need to focus more on their own trading and their own process, and not just, oh, I'm gonna just come in and make money. No, develop your own dang process. You want to be in a prop account, if not, right? Like that's the honest truth. Most, not every trader, but most traders in a prop firm in this industry need to focus on developing a process and then prove consistency, and then they can start focusing on making money, right? Yeah, define the process. Where are you getting in? Where are you getting out? Can you consistently execute? Can you handle your emotions? Can you average 10 points a day? Can you average, can you do that? Not over a period of a week, not over a period of a month. That's what I see a lot. A lot of these influencers out there, they do it for a couple weeks and they post it all over and they start bragging. Oh, that's cool. You've done it for a couple weeks. Good job. Do it for a year. Show it for a year. Once you get over a year, that's when there's more credibility. It's like, okay, you proved it. Now you can focus on making some really good money. Open up a personal account, start making good money. You collect 100% in your personal account. You get a better tax treatment in a personal account. Don't just flash off a month worth of P&L. You see what happens, right? Markets change. Can you really trust your strategy in a month time? No. Months change. Markets change, right? We're dealing with a war right now. So market conditions right now are going to be different than market conditions in 6 months. And then that's going to be different from market conditions in 6 months from them. So 1 month is not a good enough sample to say, oh, I'm a consistent trader. So there's my soapbox, my rant. All right, some selling pressure keeps coming in these 70s. More rejection. I'm gonna get into this short now. Tried it once, try it again. Let's take a look at gold while I'm in short the Nasdaq. Gold's rallying. Right, gold's rallying here. I don't trust any strategy that can't weather the seasonality of the markets. Yeah, it's seasonality of the markets, news, headlines. There's a lot that goes into it. Okay, top of the hours came and gone. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a sell-off here. These 25,050s is a strong level of support. $100 a day. Let's see if we can get through it. If buyers want to hold these 250s, then dang, it's stronger than I expected. And we're just hanging out here. Let's see, what's Crude doing? What's Crude doing here? We're rallying a little bit on Crude. Crude's almost to 84 right now. Rest of the market's pretty quiet. I'm talking at gold, 22. Oh, gold's up in those 20s again. Yeah, gold's in these 20s. So everyone who's long gold, looking pretty good. Nasdaq, what are we doing here in the Nasdaq? We are flatlining. Not too much going on. And like I said, if we get to that goal, the 700 goal, I'll review that big trade. And until then, let's look at some of these hashtag slow markets, shall we? What happened to my eye? I don't know. What happened? You tell me. What's wrong with what? Let's look at it. Malvish. This was an early submission. Before slow market started, I caught 2 nice moves. One small scalp, didn't feel confident on the trade. Second trade, full on conviction, 1 day away from my 6th XFA. I've blew 5. Hey, I've seen traders blow a lot more. It's about that. It's, what do we call it? Getting back up again. Getting back up again. Really struggling to get my first payout. But here we are on this one. I'll scale down. Nice work. Nice work. Here's one. I like this one. Got some NBA 2K26. You got a little dartboard. I like that dartboard. A little one. And trading right there on the tablet. Last one. Slow markets. W. Went long at ES after break of support. Retest. Reaction. Okay. Hey. Nice. Looks good. Green on the screen, right? Green on the screen. All right, buyer's just too strong here. Buy sell says shilling for likes. Hey, you guys want the sauce? All right, I'm gonna get out of this. Shilling for likes. Hey, I don't take advantage. Don't take advantage. Break of structure. Oh, okay. Break of structure. 353 at the moment. I won't charge a course. Yeah, Bruno. See, I don't charge a course, but hey, it works both ways. It works both ways, baby. I show you the good stuff. You got to give it right back. Right back. I'll show you a little teaser though. I'll show you a little teaser. And this is you want to talk about timing. Timing. Live accounts, not sim. Live accounts, not sim. I'll show you what I'm referring to. This is it. This is it. I took this screenshot right at noon, okay? So here's the options I was referring to. I got some triple Q options. I'm $55,000 unrealized. I got $1,600 or 1,660 contracts. And my cost basis, 183,000. That's my risk. Right? I'm risking $183,000 on a single trade. And so there it is. I've showed that, but I just had that feeling. I'm like, knock on wood, this should have taken profit instead of screenshot. And if I'm going to do a timestamp here, which I'll show you. You want to see what time I took that? I took the screenshot like right here. That's when I took the screenshot. Yeah. No, Cray. No, it's unrealized. Risk 183 to make like 160. Yeah, look at took the screenshot right there. Right in this right around this area. It just dumped. When does the options expire? Well, that's what you want. That's what I'm saying is you want to know the details. That's where you have to give a little and support the challenge, support the community, support me. Sorry to hear that. It happens. No, it's open. It's open, Spam Man. The options are going. They're live right now. They're going. Well, options markets are closed. You guys asking these questions, but you don't get any answers until you gotta do your work too. The NQ dump today was fast after the news. I see it. Elevator up, stair step up, elevator down. Nasdaq here hanging out these 60s. I will give everyone the clue. It expires this week. I opened them yesterday. Actually, no, I opened them this morning and they expire this week. I can tell you where I opened them from. Right here. Right here. Hey, remember who was here yesterday? Let me know in the chat. Who was here yesterday with Coach Jay and I? What did I say? What did I say what my perfect scenario was at open? Anybody here tune in says, you know what my perfect scenario this week would be? Yeah, you was? What did I say? You should know. We open up the New York session and we sell off. And then we rally. Right? Why do you think I said that? I wanted a good price. Well, what do you think? What happened? Right? What happened? Well, we opened up the New York session. What did we do? We sold off. I got into those options and we rallied. Unfortunately, this afternoon we did have a sell-off. But, yeah. Yeah, and we got the Oracle beat on earnings, which is nice, right? I like that. I like that. Unfortunately, headlines, man. If these headlines don't come out, I think Nasdaq continues to push up to where's that? To these levels up here at these 25,400. Yeah, I was looking at 25,400, but you know, news has not been my friend this week. That's for sure. This is a bad thing about being a technical trader. Technical trader, you can have an A+ setup. Technicals look beautiful. Setup looks beautiful, and the news comes in and throws water on your party. Yeah, BTFD. BTFD. Am I currently up on my options trade? Well, the options market is closed. The options market is closed, and right now it's showing unrealized 24,000. Yeah, options market's closed, so it's like not gonna find out till the morning. Yeah, the last traded price, if I was to flatten my position at the last traded price today, I'd be up 24,000. But remember, I took that screenshot when I was up 55,000. Max profit on this trade. And then I'll keep going on depth. I'm over here going on depth, and you guys aren't even getting to 700 likes. What the heck? Max profit on that trade is going to be 150,000, 149,000. So I'm risking 180 to make 149. So not exactly a 1-to-1. It's a little upside down, but that's the price sometimes you don't get the best risk reward. Did your part gang enjoy JJ? Let's see if the Nasdaq can keep going. Hey, let's go. Let's keep going. Maybe Nasdaq could just rally all night. We're at 500, John. And depending on price action tomorrow, I might close out of them. Like I said, I'm going to only stay in these options if price works out. Theta risk. It's not much of a theta play because it's a vertical spread, right? I just need it above a certain price. Zhao, you got 600, 605 for March 13th. Nice. Yeah, so this one is curious. This is the 0709, and it's a bull call spread. 607, 609 bull call spread in the Qs. So all I need is the Qs to be above 609. It expires Thursday. I bought them today, this morning, and they expire Thursday. And so I just need the Qs to be above 609 on Thursday. It's at 610 right now, so it's technically full profit. So all that's saying, for those that don't know options, that's just saying this: if the Nasdaq is above this white line Thursday, I'm at max profit, right? Max profit. If the Nasdaq is above this line, for example, it's full profit, which is $149,000. Will I hold it? I don't know. We'll see how the price action. Usually I get out a little bit early. I take $1 or $2. I won't let it go all the way and expire. I'll probably close it out early for 5-10 cents. So I'd be making like 130,000. Yeah, Sarah, you said you remember me saying very happy. Look at this. I want to see the equities go up. Come on. I took 2 trades tonight. 3 trades tonight. 1 winner, 2 losers. Gold consolidating here. We're watching the Nasdaq. Remember, CPI tomorrow. Headline risk still on the table. Great book for any of those who want to learn options. Macmillan and on options. Thanks, Jackal. Let's see if Nasdaq push these session highs. Push them. Crude oil bouncing between $83 and $84 a barrel. Right now it's at $83.38. Rest of these equity, we call them the Tech 9 stock, right? Because Walmart's now a stock. Walmart is now a tech stock. We got Intel up. I almost got that same vertical spread. I was gonna put on Intel. I wish I put it on Intel and not these Qs. I would have got a better risk reward on Intel options than these Qs, but that's all right. Spilt milk. That's so much. That's basically it. Oracle's maybe holding these markets. You know, let's take a look. Let's take a peek at Oracle. Find Oracle here. Gold new highs. Who's long gold? Almost. The highs are these 52.30s, but I know that I've seen a lot of traders here. We're getting in long gold. I am. Traders saying that. Me. Some traders getting there. Just craps with the boys. Yeah, I was in Vegas. I was in Vegas with Coach Jay and Rips. I went to UFC. I went to the UFC fight there over the weekend. Played some craps with the boys. I had a fun time. Yeah, Oracle's up 10%. Oracle is up 10%. Almost 11% now. Up $16. Yeah, so Oracle did really well. And this Nasdaq is up 0.4. No, I got a story. You want a story? The last 10 minutes here. I was on the craps table. Me, Rips, Coach Jay, one of Rips' friends. And we did really well. Right before we left, I'm like, I'm going to take all these profits and just put it on 6. And the guy picked up the dice and rolled. 6 came out. 6 came out, and then there was like 3 guys across the table, and they really were not. They were betting against it, and they were pissed. Yeah, you'll have to ask Rips about that one. It was pretty hilarious. And we left. We left while we were ahead. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. I was just having fun, all right? Brings you back to the high school days. Yeah, first time I ever. Yeah, it was funny. It was hilarious. I think there was like $600 on it, $700 in profit. It's fun, yeah. Yeah, I'm just like, whatever's here, just put it on 6. Come on, Nasdaq, get through these session highs. Anyone enjoying Crude? Hashtag Tom Dwan. Hey, it was an interesting time. Let's get it. Session highs. We got 8 minutes to the bottom of the hour. It is Tuesday night's price action. It's Tuesday night, Wednesday's price action. Let's take a look at the schedule here. I will be on tomorrow morning for the opening bell. I am on with Jack, Hogue, and Andre tomorrow morning for the opening bell. It's going to be an early one. It's going to be a good one. It's Wednesday, hump day. And you know what direction I want these markets to go. Just rally all night long. Sophism says, do you do taxes and payouts Topstep through LLC or an individual? Do I do? So I can't give any tax advice, and I won't really make a lot of comments on taxes because Topstep's international and it changes state by state, country by country. There's a lot of little details to it. But I do own my own company. I own my own company. Hopefully that gives enough insight to your question. How do you trade CPI? I don't. I do not like having positions open, directional positions open during CPI here in the futures. Let's see if we can get through this. Thank you to my loss in my personal account this year and Topstep. I'll be getting. Hey, you don't have to get some tax deductions from. Hey, you know what they say. No one likes to pay taxes. Zero state income tax. This is the same with Nevada, right? Same with Nevada. Puts on TQQ. Hey, not financial advice. There's that risk disclosure in the YouTube chat, in case you were wondering. All right, 6 minutes. 6 minutes to the end here. Let's get through these 80s. Juicy premiums. Volatility has been crazy. Crude is printing money nonstop. Well, if you're in the right direction. We shall see. Let's see if we get through this. Yeah, 25,000 is a big round number. We've been hanging out there here in the Nasdaq. Just break through, hold above it. I want to see 25,400. 25,400 in the Nasdaq is what my target is this week. I thought we would have a lot more momentum to the long side and be pushing this 25,400. Today, news threw some water on that, and we got some chops and consolidation, a pullback. Maybe, just maybe, we can find buyers back into this market. 25,200 is a big resistance. We tapped that today. Once again, I like to see these 25,400s come into play to the long side. On the flip side, you know, if we do break down, obviously we got this lower level coming into play. We got that gap from Sunday night, maybe 24,600s. We shall see. It's going to be a good one. Once again, inflation data tomorrow, headline risks. Every hour it seems like. The latest one was, look, lots of stuff coming out, but I think this is the bigger one. It's going to be interesting. Really is. The largest ever release from the oil reserves, right? From the strategic reserve. Oil release from strategic reserve. Yeah, we didn't get to the goal, John. We did not get to the goal. If you want the two windows, you just here, right here, like one window, two window. The thing is, the U.S. reserves will start putting on demand soon. I mean, it comes with it, right? You just don't get oil out of nowhere. But the thing is, we're trading futures, right? We are trading futures, and in futures, they have an expiration date. So, this is purely my opinion. It's not financial advice. This is the way I view it, and it might be wrong. You can let me know in the chat. Coach Hoop and the team with a lot more experience than I do understand it on a more in-depth level than I do. But if expiration is, say, in a month, and they flood the market with oil in the next month, that's going to bring the price of oil down, right? They might have to buy it back, right? They might have to buy it back and refill those reserves, but that might not be until later on. And so the current front month contract that we're trading is the most important. That's what we're trading, right? And so sometimes the price of oil on the first month that we're trading, it might be higher than the future months. It also might be lower than the future months. And so supply and demand. Commodities are a lot different than equities. Very different. That's why we've seen oil go negative. That was wild. Oil was negative. No one wanted to take delivery. It costs, right? Insurance, shipping, everything. And now we're in some crazy times again with oil. It's only 4 days of reserve. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's it, everybody. I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning. If not, tomorrow night. Let's get the bulls into the market. Just for a day. Right? Just for the day. Bulls in the market. Take care, everybody. See you. Bye.